on our simple cube here, and go over the edge options that we have. The chamfer option that I mentioned before, that in some softwares is called bevel and others is called fillet. If I click on the name, it shows me the icon wherever I have something selected, but I rather always click on the settings so that I can define what I want to do and have a preview, and then apply the modification. I have to click again to get out of it. So then I have a simple chamfer there. Keep in mind that if I select to chamfer a corner, I might have not such a nice mesh, because then it's always going to look how to create more segments continuing the mesh. Okay. Now another option that we have is cut. To use cut, I'm first going to set my snaps to endpoint and midpoint to prove a point. So I'm going to select cut, and it's going to look, I'm going to snap it to the endpoint. It basically helps me to edit the topology of a mesh. I can now do it from the middle point to the middle point. This is of course a wrong end gun. Okay, so either I triangulate so that's a cut, but to get out of it, right now I'm going to press S to get out of the snap, but the cut tool is still there, so either I right click or press again on cut. Right click anywhere on the viewport. One thing with cut, by the way, you can just cut in the middle of the face and it's going to try to create that triangulation, but this usually ends up in errors, and I am anyway going to have to fix this mesh. I'm just going to Control Z to go back. Sometimes Control Z doesn't really work here, so you have to use the arrow up here, okay, in case it happens. Now let's go over smoothing, the smoothing options that we have. Right now everything looks pretty clean. If I actually move this vertex and I move them up, they're actually moved, but I don't see the edges because it's on the same smoothing group. So what I need to do is to tell these edges to be hard. This I do here. Maybe you remember I done it for the low poly effect. Now you can see it. Another option you have is in the case you're using a turbo smooth. Okay, so let's say I select some of these edges and I don't want them to be so curvy. That I do it on the crease option. I can increase it. I want to show you which edges I selected. Let's just select these ones here. Okay. Select all of them first. Put my crease in 0. Okay, the higher it is, the sharper it is. So now I'm going to go to the turbo smooth. Okay, and then I'm going to increase my crease. And what you can see is that this starts getting a lot sharper. Okay.